So the last Nintendo Direct before Smash launches was a couple of days ago. There was a hell of a lot of hype and speculation surrounding this one, and for good reasons, as most of us will know. Over the last few months, we've had numerous quote-unquote sources and insiders claim X, Y, and Z characters are in the game. We've had the box theory, the Grinch leak, the most infamous, the Incineroar and Ken leak, amongst others. I'll leave all the relevant links in the description below if you want to read more into some of the other theories, as I'll just be focusing primarily on the Grinch leak in this video. This was probably the best leak in Smash so far. So let's go over what actually happened.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Footage taken from a person on Snapchat. They were filming a video and people got screen grabs from that Snapchat. This person was working for a French printing company that specialised in printing promotional artwork, and in the background we could see banners for Smash Ultimate amongst other promotional material, and there was the Grinch there as well for what we assumed would be for the upcoming movie. Some thought this meant that he was a playable character. Why that would mean that, I have no idea. I could see some people saying just kind of outright shooting down this leak's legitimacy because the Grinch wouldn't be in the game. Why would he be a playable character? I really don't understand what the confusion was there. It wasn't too much to assume that this company was doing promotional artwork, therefore they had other clients, so they were promoting the new Grinch film. Also, the Grinch wasn't in the banner. Now, these banners, upon closer inspection, showed us the final roster, or what we believed would be the final roster anyway. Shadow, Banjo-Kazooie, Isaac, Geno, Ken, Mack Rider, and Chorus Kid. It's a very blurry image, and we've been told time and time again not to believe blurry images. Heck, even that Rayman leak, which was a very, very good fake, where someone had created the Smash character selection screen in After Effects and added Rayman, did a very good job, but the community banded together, did internet things, saw how the banners looked extremely legit, that it's almost impossible to fake due to how there was a plain background of Battlefield that was printed without any characters on it. Those on Team Real were shouting how it would be hard to fake this, as they'd have to draw and paint and create this whole promotional panorama from scratch, as this blank Battlefield image without the characters hasn't been released officially yet. There were some differences as well though, which was what was fueling Team Fake's side. Now, the next few days in the Smash community were crazy. I remember waking up the following day and the community had already found the leaker's name in the screenshots from the video. His name was on some document in the background, but it was scribbled out, no less. They then tracked him down over LinkedIn, found the company he worked for. Going over to that company's website, you would find that they have Bandai Namco listed as one of their clients. That one piece of evidence rippled throughout the entire community, and the hype train for this Grinch leak was insane. The thinking was that they didn't have Nintendo listed yet because they'd likely be under strict NDAs and couldn't reveal their partnership until post-Smash, which makes sense, right? But then the leak took another step further when this so-called rogue employee leaker took down his LinkedIn profile. Now, why would you do that unless you're guilty? Or, I guess in this case, if you really want to make this leak look even more legit. Now, there was one company that came out called Marina PLV that stated that this employee, who was the supposed leaker, hadn't worked with them for over 2 years, they don't work with Nintendo, and they want their name to stop being bashed against this because it's ruining their credibility. But apparently he was working at a different company at the time, which was ACP PLV, and they hadn't actually issued a statement yet. And they had a video on their YouTube channel that had been live for some time now. I think it was a couple years, I believe, but they showcased how they print materials, what machines they use, and in the background you could see some of the software that they were using that was on the PCs. And coincidentally, this matched up perfectly with what we could see on the leaked promotional artworks. After this video was discovered and it started garnering attention, the video was deleted. Now, that's weird and clearly adds even more fuel to the legitimacy of this leak. But now if you think about it, post Grinch leak, I guess it's not really that weird if you want to just try and scrub yourself of any bad press. So you'd just remove it because they want their name removed from this and as far away from this Nintendo leak as possible, because this could affect their business. Now, I don't know if this leaker thought all this through or if this was all the entire plan to begin with, because this seems like next level meta stuff. And if it wasn't part of the plan, then it could have really impacted on some companies' actual credibility. And I wonder, even though it's a fake, this guy, whoever really was the leaker, if it was this Eric guy, I wonder if he'll still have charges pressed against him, because it could have had an impact on these two companies' reputation. I'm sure there'll be YouTubers and more information coming out soon in regards to who this is and how it was done. I hope so anyway. But then there were some other tidbits, and I'll leave a link in the description to the leak reviewer's post on Twitter where he goes into some more detail on other for and againsts. There were also some points to make where the character poses in the leaked banner didn't match up with those poses of the official artwork. For example, Lil Mac, it looks like his artwork was from Smash 4. But this has to be, hands down, the best fake in the community of Smash, far greater than the Rayman fake. To be honest, I'm not ashamed to have been fooled by this. Yes, there were plenty of arguments and evidence against this being real, but then again there were also for Team Real as well. But the effort I feel that went into this is amazing. This guy truly trolled everybody who thought this could be real. And now thinking about it, what does the Grinch specialise in? What does he symbolise? He ruins people's Christmas holidays, and when does Smash come out? It comes out in December. And maybe this is some sort of poetic meta-irony that I'm looking into too much, or maybe that was the overall message: don't trust fucking leaks, and overall, don't trust the Grinch. I think after this though, the Smash community and gaming communities in general really should take every single leak, and if the Rayman leak didn't teach us this, then hopefully this will, but every single leak with a truckload of salt. Now, post-direct, I've seen some people on YouTube, Twitter, Reddit and Reset Era saying how we gave this theory too much credit by thinking it'd be near impossible to fake because they'd have to time this in conjunction with the copyrights being renewed on certain characters, on some of the franchises, the fact that the guy did actually work for this company, the company did work with Bandai Namco. Nobody really came forward to dismiss this apart from that Marina PLV company. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I guess we did give it too much credit. Quickly touching on the copyright renewals though, this means nothing and never really amounts to anything. This is a standard practice companies do to keep their copyrights regardless if they're using them or not. So it was always a weak point in helping prove the Grinch leak, and I never thought that had any kind of traction to support the evidence for this leak. Now, after thinking back and digesting the direct, we've seen people around the internet come out and say you're entitled if you're pissed at Sakurai or let down or disappointed. You shouldn't have got your hopes up. He did say initially that there weren't going to be too many new characters because he's working so hard on bringing the entire roster back. Now, in my opinion, I don't think it's entitled to feel disappointed in the final roster. Even if you are Team Fake, you can feel disappointed. Yes, Sakurai did temper expectations, but that doesn't mean you're entitled. If you're saying Sakurai sucks, I won't buy the game, he didn't listen to the fans, stuff like that, that's entitlement. And that isn't called for. It's your choice not to purchase the game or not, but to be pissed at Sakurai, who puts so much effort into his games. Let's face it, the guy is a workaholic. He jokes all the time in his videos about how he will hopefully get a chance to rest. And then after all of this, we do have the DLC to look forward to, and from what some high-profile YouTubers, people on Twitter, they're saying that the one character their quote-unquote sources were sure of would be Banjo being in the game of some sort. Some sources saying that he was originally supposed to be DLC, but then when these sources saw the banner art, they were like, okay, maybe he's going to be in the final game then. So who knows, maybe Banjo will be DLC. Lastly, before I end the video, some person did, I don't know if they leaked it, if they were an insider or just predicted this very well, but they predicted this final direct, at least the characters anyway. He leaked no one replied to him. It was posted over a month ago. He called Ken, Incineroar being the last two characters, and then Piranha Plant being shown off. Granted, he does say in a car, but you know, wires could be crossed. He is in the plant pot, so give him a bit of credit there. What do you guys think about this whole thing? Even though you were on Team Real, are you still impressed by the level of detail that went into this fake? If you're a Team Fake, how does it feel to know that you were right all along? But leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. See ya.